What's up YouTube? It's Roberto with a quick video. Well, this is going to be another unboxing, first impressions, and update video. This time it comes from the House of English Laundry. I believe it's their newest release. We'll discuss that part in a second. Crown. So Crown from the House of English Laundry is a citrus woody aromatic fragrance released in 2019. I don't know the nose behind this fragrance. It is an eau de parfum concentration. All right, let's take a look at the presentation. All right, so here is the bottle for English Laundry's Crown. It does keep the same English Laundry bottle look as the others. I do really like this one. It has a dark brown, kind of chocolate looking bottle. Has a nice cool looking pattern, kind of looks like a rug or a set of drapes or something, but I do like the way this looks. Keeps the same gold cap. Has the same gold atomizer there. Usually these fragrances spray very well. This is metal, I believe. Has plastic on the inside. But yeah, I always like these bottles, and this one's probably my favorite so far from the line. Alright, so here are the notes for Crown. In the top we have lemon, grapefruit, and apple. In the mid we have rose, geranium, and lavender. And in the base we round things off with patchouli, cedarwood, amber, oak moss, and musk. So full disclosure with this fragrance, I really don't know that much about it actually. I was just kind of scrolling through the Macy's website and saw it as a new release. That's why I considered it a new release. But they don't have the actual manufacturer's date of this fragrance or release date or whatever. So I'm saying 2019. There's a lot I don't know about this fragrance because I couldn't find it online. I couldn't find it on Fragrantica or Parfumo. I couldn't even find it on the English Laundry website, which is crazy to me. I figured they would have, you know, everything on there about this fragrance, but it's not listed. So I think it's brand new. If it's not, please let me know down in the comments below, guys. I'm just kind of going off of what the Macy's website told me. So I got all the notes and all the information off the Macy's website. So if I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this fragrance. I really do like English Laundry fragrances. TJ Maxx and Marshalls, like I mentioned before, my Cambridge Night video, have been selling these things for cheap. I think under $20 for a 100 ml bottle. And some of my favorites are Windsor and Oxford Blue and Cambridge Night and a couple of others. But I saw this one. I was like, okay, I really like the house, and I've been wanting to try something new from this house for a while now. And I'm still not really convinced whether this is a clone house or not. Some of their stuff smells very similar to other stuff. Oxford Blue reminds me of Eros from Versace, and Windsor reminds me a little bit of Amber Nargile from the House of Hermes. So I'm not really sure if they're an original house or a clone house. Either way, I want to try this fragrance, so let's give it a try. All right, clean hand, a couple sprays here. Okay, sprayer, not that much juice came out. Usually they do, but this one didn't. Okay. Definitely getting the apple note. Getting all the citrus notes. It's kind of a creamy citrus. Getting the apple. It's like a peppery apple note. Yeah. Very, very masculine. This is a men's fragrance. It's very masculine. I'm getting a creamy, peppery, spicy apple. I'm getting the citrus and the lemon. But mainly that apple. This is almost like a spiced apple. This is along the lines of Windsor. It doesn't smell like it, but it's like the same kind of like, this one isn't as fresh as Windsor. But this has that same apple note in it, and it's definitely a lot spicier than Windsor. I believe Windsor was a little bit fresher. This does have a little bit of freshness from the lemon and grapefruit, but it's mainly that apple and grapefruit with some spice, like pepper or something like that. I'm not getting any of the rose or geranium. I'm getting the wood notes of cedar. I'm not getting the patchouli yet. Some of that amber. A little bit of the oak moss. But yeah, right now I'm just getting a very spicy, kind of fresh apple fragrance. Doesn't remind me of anything else. It's very along the lines of like a Creed Spice and Wood, or even, like I said before, the Windsor from this house. Yeah, this is nice. It's not super, it's not super strong. It's strong here, obviously. But like back here, not really getting it too much. But, it's just, it's the first 30 seconds or so, first minute, so I can't really pick on this fragrance too hard. Yeah, but this is a nice fragrance. It almost smells like there's cinnamon in this. This has a sweetness to it, definitely from the apple note and, from the citruses. There's a creaminess to it. There's a woodiness to it. This is a nice fragrance though, guys. I'm kind of surprised at this one. I didn't see I don't know what this is supposed to be a clone of. If English Laundry is a clone house, but right now I'm not really getting anything else. Now, I haven't tried every fragrance in the world. You know, I'm not an expert. I'm just a normal guy who likes fragrances, who likes to talk about them. But right now, I'm not really thinking this smells like, you know, like this is going to be a clone of anything. Yeah. Only other thing I could kind of compare this to would be Leighton, but this definitely isn't a Leighton clone. Leighton has apple in it as well with some woods, but this is not similar to Leighton that much. Just has the same kind of woody spiciness to it. Yeah, I don't know how it performs yet, obviously. You know, projection and longevity, but right now this smells really nice. Yeah. So far it's been a few minutes, but I like this fragrance. Not sure why it's not on the website. Not sure why it's not on Fragrantica. Not sure why it's not on Parfumo. I think the only thing I could find on this fragrance besides Macy's was Scentbird. Scentbird, I guess, was selling, you know, offering this on their website. So maybe this isn't a 2019 release. All I know is that this was listed as a new release at Macy's, brand new, because I didn't see it there last week. I check at least once a week to see what's new. But yeah, so far, sweet woody apple with some citrus notes. Kind of along the lines of their Windsor release, but not as fresh. This one's more sweeter, but there's no vanilla in this. It's more of like a fruity sweet. Yeah. I like this one. I think the critics will like this one. I think it's a safe scent. It's brand new, but you know, these things get highly discounted after maybe a year or so. If this is their newest release, it's probably going to be at Marshall's in a year or so. But right now, I like this one. I mean, full bottle worthy maybe? I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so Crown so far is pretty good. I'm kind of digging it. I'm going to wear it tonight, wear it over the next couple of days, and give you guys an update shortly. Talk to you then. All right, well, I'm back with my update for English Laundry's Crown. All right, so I gave this fragrance a few wearings. I must say I did like this fragrance, but I don't love it, honestly. The opening was probably about as good as it gets, honestly. I did get like that nice woody apple, kind of a fresh, spicy kind of thing going. And like I mentioned before, it kind of reminded me of the Windsor from the same house, but just a little bit fruitier with less spices and whatnot, and it wasn't as fresh. You know, after a while, though, this fragrance really does get a little boring, to be honest with you. It sort of stays linear, and all I'm really left with is sort of a faint sort of apple sort of muskiness that really didn't change too much after that. It didn't get any spicier. It didn't get any woodier. It really just kind of stayed fruity throughout the life of the fragrance, and it was, like I mentioned before, it's a little boring. I didn't really get much out of this fragrance. The opening really did kind of trick me into thinking this was going to be a pretty great fragrance, but it really wasn't overall. I got about 6 hours together with you know, of longevity. The projection was pretty close to the skin. I think I mentioned that in the first half of the video. You just kind of sort of testing off my hand. It really wasn't projecting very much, but after giving it a few wearings, I know for a fact now that it really isn't that much of a projecting fragrance. So nobody noticed this fragrance on me. I didn't get any compliments. I didn't get any negative feedback, but even friends of mine who know I like fragrances, they'll bring it up like, I like what you're wearing, or they'll even say I don't like what you're wearing, because they kind of know that I'm testing something, but they didn't even mention anything at all. Like maybe like almost like I wasn't even wearing anything. Is the fragrance awful? No, it's not awful. It's the opening's very nice. You got the apple in the woods and the sweetness and whatnot. A little bit of that muskiness. I did say it sort of reminded me of, you know, Creed's Spice and Wood. And again, guys, I'm going to reiterate that with my update now, that it doesn't really remind me of it. As in, it smells like it. I was saying that the apple note with the wood sort of went down that avenue, just to give you guys an idea. Or even like the green apple note in Leighton, you know, by Parfums de Marly. But this fragrance does not smell like those two. I was just sort of trying to give you guys an idea of what it smelled like. I think I got the 3-piece gift set at Macy's for $100. Definitely try before you buy. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe you guys will end up loving this fragrance, but right now I can't suggest you guys going out and buying this one. I would definitely suggest trying it out. I mean, you can go to Macy's or even Dillard's. I bet Dillard's has it too. I think this one's going to get, you know, sent to Marshall's and TJ Maxx fairly quickly. I don't think this is going to be very popular. That's just my opinion, guys. Obviously, you guys can do whatever you want with your own money. My opinion is try before you buy. Don't blind buy this one, because I think you'll get duped like I did with the opening. The opening's really nice, but after that, it really doesn't go anywhere. So has anyone out there tried Crown from the House of English Laundry? Let me know your experience with this fragrance down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching the video on my channel. If you like this video and want to see more videos like it, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider signing up for notifications by hitting that notification bell. That way when I upload new videos, you'll be the first to find out. Please follow me on Instagram, Dollars and Cents. Please like, comment, subscribe. And until the next video, you guys take care. Thanks.